Hi, Peace with Endo community. How are you today? Thanks for taking the time to watch the replay of this video. If you have any questions or any comments, please feel free to drop them in the comment section below. I do check back on those when I'm done. In case you are new to the page, my name is Aubrey Daimler. I am an author and wellness coach who helps women with endometriosis to naturally manage pain, increase energy, and find peace with endo. I wanted to pop on tonight and share with you my top 5 natural pain relievers. I know that pain, physical pain, is probably one of the biggest things that we deal with endometriosis. It's the biggest struggle that ladies have. So I wanted to share with you 5 things tonight that help me when pain strikes. However, I should preface that while these things can help in the moment, if you want to find long-term relief with endometriosis, this is a longer-term process, and it comes from different lifestyle changes over time. So it comes from small steps over time. So I can share with you some things that can help you in the moment. But again, if you want long-term relief, it's more than just these 5 things that I can offer tonight. It's really about changing your habits and changing your lifestyle over a longer period of time. So if you need direction with that, that's why I put together my new program called Peace with Endo Connect. If you missed it, the doors are open right now. peacewithendo.com/connect. I'll drop a link in the comments. It just provides you with clear action steps that you can take to start that journey of healing and finding relief over the long term. Less pain, more energy. So I invite you to join me for that if that's of interest to you. So let's get going. I've got 5 things tonight that I use when pain strikes, and I would love to know if you have anything else to share. And if you are watching me live, say hi, let me know where you're watching from, or if you're watching the replay, go ahead and say hi. Let me know how it is in your part of the world tonight. So my first thing that I use every day, and this is probably my go-to when pain strikes, is magnesium. I posted about this yesterday about magnesium oil, which is a new way for me. I've been trying to get magnesium in. There's different ways that you can get magnesium, but it's really most readily absorbed through your skin. So that's why I started with the oil. I've had kind of mixed results with this, honestly, at the beginning, but I'm gonna stick with it. I would love to know if you've tried magnesium oil. I know I had some comments on that post last night, but I'd love to know if this has worked for you as well. So you can spray this directly on your skin, and I'm finding that it is a little irritating, so if you keep it on for a little bit, I'm gonna wash it off just because it's kind of itchy and sticky a little bit, and it may just be I haven't found the right brand, but my go-to before trying the oil up until now has been Epsom salt. So this is a lifesaver if you haven't tried Epsom salt baths. So I stick about a cup or so of the Epsom salt into a nice warm bath, and Epsom salt has magnesium. That's what it is, and it absorbs better in your skin, and a nice warm bath is relaxing. So you don't want to make it like super hot, but just nice and warm, kind of body temperature. And adding those Epsom salt in there really helps to calm things down. So that's my go-to, like when my period starts, when things can get really intense for me. That's very relaxing. And it also helps to release toxins from your body. So Epsom salt is a great way to get magnesium, or you can supplement with it. I've been taking magnesium glycinate, this Pure Encapsulations brand. So you can also take it in a pill type supplement form. So a lot of us are going to be short in magnesium because of the state of the world, the state of the soil, and our food. Unfortunately, we're not getting it in that way. So definitely helps to supplement with it every day. And if you have a day where you're having more pain, you can up your dosage. So that's my first tip, is magnesium. I would love to know if magnesium has helped you. Drop me a comment and let me know what your experience with it is. Magnesium is like a natural laxative in a sense, so it's always good to start off slow. If you have digestive type issues, you don't want to overload your system, if you know what I mean. So be aware of that. So that's my first natural pain reliever, is magnesium. Again, I supplement with that every day. So another thing that I take is omega-3s. So I used to take fish oil, and I switched to algae oil about a year or so ago, after learning that fish oil, most of the fish oils out there, regardless of how clean, it says that it's going to have mercury in it, and mercury is not good for us. So I switched over to algae oil instead of the fish oil. So this is the brand that I've been taking, this Amala Vegan algae oil. So omega-3s are a anti-inflammatory prostaglandin. If you're not familiar with this, these are hormones that influence how you feel with endometriosis, especially when your period starts. So the start of your period, there's this huge release of prostaglandins from your uterus, and also from the stray lesions that may be around. And there's inflammatory ones and there's anti-inflammatory ones. The inflammatory ones are what's going to cause cramping, and if you have, what are they called, contractions, those are influenced by these inflammatory prostaglandins. So those you can pick up from things like dairy and any animal type products. So it's good to avoid those things, especially before your period starts, because you have this big influx of these prostaglandins prior to or at the end of your cycle when your period is starting. So you want to make sure you have a nice balance of these anti-inflammatory prostaglandins before your period starts, before that big rush of them comes out. So I load up again on the algae oil. I take a lot of this prior to my period. I also take it every day, but not as much. I definitely load up on it right before my period starts. That makes a huge influence on how I feel with the start. And again, avoiding dairy, avoiding your animal products. I try to avoid them 3 or 4 days before my period starts, just so there's not adding even more inflammatory hormones to the mix as your period's getting ready to start. So that's number 2, adding in omega-3s. You can get these from your food as well, but I find it easier to take that in a supplemental type form so I don't forget. So that's number 2. Number 3 thing that I use is diet. Y'all know I'm an advocate and preach, how important it is to eat healthy, and this is an all the time type thing, but I also use specific foods when pain strikes. So my top foods that I use are going to be wild blueberries and avocado, leafy greens. So for me, I actually will make up a smoothie of those ingredients, of definitely the wild blueberries, avocado, a little raw honey in there. That works great as an anti-inflammatory concoction. So I've used that during my period, and anytime that pain may come up. The wild blueberries are amazing for calming down inflammation, avocado as well. So when my period starts, I actually fast. I'm a fan of doing a 24-hour fast during that time because I'm very sensitive to food. But when I do eat again, it tends to be something light, like a smoothie with those specific foods. So you can use food, definitely add in the anti-inflammatory. Any kind of berries are great for this. They're not too high in sugar, which I know can bother some people. So adding in those berries, especially when pain hits, really helps. So that's my third thing, using food all the time, really. Eating a healthy diet is going to make you feel better overall, but adding in those specific foods when pain strikes can help a lot. So that's number 3, diet for sure. And my 4th thing that I add in is CBD. So I know there's been a lot of talk about CBD oil in the endo community. I know that this has helped a lot of you, and I would love to know what your experience is if you've tried CBD. So I recently started taking this in a tincture type form, and I'm finding that it's very calming. So it kind of calms down that nervous system response. I've heard ladies tell me that it's good for the mental type stuff as well. So while it helps with the physical, it can also help if you're getting anxiety or any type of mental type stuff as well. So CBD has been great for me. I've been taking this every day, but I do take it more so when pain hits, and have found great relief from this. So I know, unfortunately, if you get straight up CBD, you should be able to get it everywhere, I believe. Although I've heard from some of you that it's still illegal in certain countries. I know here in the US, you can get it anywhere as long as it doesn't have the THC in it. So CBD is not going to give you that psycho whatever high, I guess, you get from more so the THC. CBD is more, it doesn't have that effect. So if you get straight up CBD, you can get that pretty much everywhere in the US. I find that a little THC in there does help just get your mind off of it a little bit. So I've heard different reactions from people trying just the CBD or trying it with the THC as well. But you should be able to get straight up CBD, especially if you're in the US, anywhere. And there's different dosages of it, so you just have to play around with it. I do find that it makes me tired, so I like to do it at night. It helps you relax and it really helps with sleep. But it does help with pain as well. But I find that sleep actually tends to be like the best pain reliever out there, right? So being able to calm down and take a little bit of rest helps a lot. So that's my 4th thing, CBD oil. And I've also been using that topically as well. I posted about this recently, started with it's like a roller type thing. So it's got CBD oil in it, but it also has other oils. So I think it's got wintergreen in there and ginger and like these other anti-inflammatory type oils. So that may be something to look into as well. I know the stuff that I was using is amazing. I've been using it on like my hips and on my lower back, so more like joint type pain, where the topical is going like straight into that part where it hurts. So you might want to play around with that as well. I'd love to know if you've tried the topical CBD. Drop me some comments, let me know what your experience has been. So that was the 4th thing. So the 5th natural pain reliever that I use all the time is the power of your breath. So don't forget the power of your breath. When you do some focus type breathing, you are calming down that stress response. You're calming things down so you're not feeling the intensity of the pain. So if you use your breath and focus in on where you're hurting, so breathing into that pain and then breathing out from it, and just doing that a couple times, and you may use like some different type of visualization. For me, I like to use light or different colors depending on where that pain is in my body. You might be surprised at how much this helps. So I know this was a learning thing for me, learning to feel, in a sense, what's going on instead of getting in that mode of like panic, if you know what I mean, when things feel like really overwhelming and you're just like stressed out, like, this isn't gonna stop. If you focus in on that pain for a moment with your breath, so put that directed breath where it's hurting, this actually helps and it calms things down. So I know it can be scary if you're in that really intense pain, but taking a breath in to it and then breathing out from it really makes such a big difference. There's a reason why we as women are taught to breathe when you're having, when they're in labor, right? There's that connection with your breath and your sacral space. So your throat chakra, sacral chakra, if you want to get into the energetics of it. So breathing calms down that pelvic space. So they're connected physically, they're connected energetically. So don't forget the power of your breath. This is good for physical pain. It's also good for emotional type pain as well. And coming back into your body, just calming things down. Hi, Carrie. Thanks for watching, listening, and packing at the same time. Awesome. Where are you going, Carrie? So that was my fifth and final tip. So just to review my top 5 natural pain relievers. Number 1 is magnesium. So you can get magnesium in different ways. I've been experimenting with the oil, magnesium oil. I like to take Epsom salt baths. So you add a cup of Epsom salt into a nice warm bath, very relaxing. And you can also take it in a supplemental type pill form. I've been taking magnesium glycinate, this brand here, Pure Encapsulations, which has done great for me. So that's number 1, magnesium. Number 2 are omega-3s. So you can get this through your food or you can supplement. I've been taking algae oil, this specific brand here. I can drop all the supplements in the comments when I'm done in case you want to check out what I've been taking. Carrie, we are moving. Moving is no fun. That's lots of work. So good luck with that. So that was number 2, omega-3s. Number 3 was diet. So this is an all the time type thing, making sure you're adding in good, whole, nutritious foods. But when pain strikes, there are specific foods that can help. So things like wild blueberries, avocado, leafy greens, those are my top 3 go-tos when I have a pain flare. The wild blueberries especially really calm down the inflammation and help you to feel better. I felt pretty quick results from that. So I know everybody's different, but I'll stick that in a smoothie with a little raw honey, and that calms things down for me. So diet, again, all the time. This is an all the time thing, but you can use specific foods when you have a pain flare that comes up. The 4th thing, CBD oil. So I've been taking this in a tincture form. I've also been experimenting with the topical type CBD, using that directly where you have a pain point. That really helps to absorb it directly where it's at. Again, CBD does make me sleepy. I know everybody has different experiences with it, so I take it before bed just because it's not a daytime thing for me. And then the 5th thing is remembering the power of your breath, doing some focused breathing. Breathing into that pain and then breathing out from it. Your breath is the ticket to calming down your nervous system. So don't forget the power of your breath. I use an app called brain.fm, and it's got a relax mode in there. So it's music that's designed to get your brain waves into different zones. So there's a relax that really helps your body to relax down. So in those moments, I just sit with my headphones and lay down and just allow the music to relax me. But remembering, again, the power of your breath. So those are my top 5 things tonight. These things can help you in the moment when you're having pain. If you want to find longer term relief, remember this comes from the choices that you make every single day, from the habits that you form, from things that you do every day over time. So if you're following more of this natural, holistic way, it does take time. There's not a quick fix. While I can offer you these 5 things, it's not an end-all, be-all for eliminating all of the pain. But if you make small steps and small changes over time, these do add up. Natasha, Brilliant Foods for Pain Relief, thank you. Thanks, Natasha, and thanks for being here. I would love to know what helps you. If you have any suggestions that I haven't offered tonight, go ahead and drop them in the comments. Let us know what works for you. If you do need more direction on this holistic healing journey, if you want to jump in and change your life, I do have the doors open to my new membership program right now. It's called Peace with Endo Connect. You can join us at peacewithendo.com/connect. This is going to provide you with those small steps that you can take every day to naturally manage endometriosis, so you can lessen your pain, increase your energy, and find peace with endo over time. So this is also going to provide you with accountability. So every other week we're going to come together in a group call where you'll have access to me and other endo sisters in the program. So this is a new program and I'm keeping it super affordable. So this is a great way for you to get in now as a founding member as I develop this new program for the future. So if you're interested, I'll drop a link in the comments. I invite you to join us. I am closing the doors tomorrow on the 19th at midnight, my time. So make sure you get in before the doors close. Nalima says, algae oil is new to me. We'll give it a try. Thank you. Awesome. Yes. That was something I introduced about a year ago. Again, I was taking fish oil for a long time, but the algae oil is a little bit of a cleaner choice. So let me know how it goes for you. I hope this was helpful for you tonight. Thank you for joining me. If you did find this information to be helpful, I invite you to share with your friends, drop me some hearts. If you want to catch me next time when I'm live, hit the little dots at the top of the video. You can get live notifications and join me next time. But thank you for being here tonight. I'm sending you so much love. We'll talk again soon, all right? Bye for now.